I'm just going to say this to start this off. This was a good episode. For Dragon Ball Heroes, this was one of the better episodes. It's amazing as to how aesthetics and the look of an anime can increase the quality and the feel of it. We're talking about Dragon Ball Heroes Big Bang Mission Episode 13 or whatever this new arc is. I may retitle the video whenever I figure out what I'm going to call it. But we're going to start with that right now. The continuation of the story where Goku is now in this copy universe and has been confronted by Freeza and Cooler, and Hearts is there as well. And like I said, this was a pretty good episode. Now I'm going to tell you why it was a good episode. Now, obviously, when it comes to comparing it to like Z and Dragon Ball, it ain't that good. It's only 9 minutes or 8 minutes or whatever. One of the shorter episodes. They're all around 8, 9, 10 minutes. This one felt a lot shorter. But for Heroes, it was good because of the production. It was good because the animation took a step up from the usual plastic look, the usual sort of, digitized, very flaky look, and it felt very smooth. There were transitions here. There were moments of animation and art that felt extremely smooth. And I can appreciate that. Like, if I'm not going to get a compelling story, give me that. However, in this episode, boy, is the fan service turned up because, yeah, a lot of stuff happens, including at the end, which I want to talk about, because it's pretty much like a moment that fans have wanted for decades, yo. Something fans have wanted for decades happens in this episode. But let's get to it. So, the quick rundown of the episode I'm going to give y'all is Goku and Hearts are fighting Cooler and Freeza in their golden forms with, of course, the dark Dragon Balls in their chest. I covered in the last manga, or in the last review for Heroes, that the dark Dragon Balls are not the Black Star Dragon Balls. I have a whole video on my channel talking about what they are. I'll leave a link to that at the end of this video so you can watch it to learn more about Heroes. Check out my Dragon Ball Heroes playlist. I don't just have episode reviews, I also have explained videos that go into the lore of the game. Because if you haven't played the Japanese game, and most of us haven't, you might not know what the hell's going on. So it helps elaborate. Remember, Dragon Ball Heroes, the anime, is for the Japanese audience, not for us, because we don't have the games. If we did have the games, it would all make more sense. So the animation's great. There's even a split screen shot of Goku and Hearts fighting Cooler and Frieza. Then the fight's interrupted by Broly from Dragon Ball Z, who is not in the manga version of these events. I want to thank DBS Chronicles for that information. So Broly pretty much smashes everyone. If you're a Broly fan, yeah, don't try to make sense of it, because like I said before, the Broly in Heroes is not the Broly from like the Z movies. It's obviously the one from the Z movies, but it's not. It's an alternate timeline one. He can do things that the other Broly can't. Plus, in Heroes, the power scaling never made any sense. So obviously, this version of Broly's been scaled up. Plus, don't forget that this version of Broly could also probably do that Limit Breaker SS4 form. So it's just a different Broly. So don't ever try to make sense of the scaling in this show. You'll be wasting your time. Just turn your brain off when it comes to any kind of logical scaling. So Broly smashes everyone, all 4 of them. He smashes all 4 of them because he's got his own agenda, which is a smash. The animation here was phenomenal, just phenomenal animation. The colors, the line art, it looked really good. Like, if you're gonna watch an episode of Heroes and you haven't watched the other ones, watch this one just for the animation, because you'll appreciate that if you appreciate good art. It's great. So Goku Black is there, of course, watching everything. Masked Goku Black, of course. Nozawa's performance, Subarashi, that whole thing is back, and it's lovely. I'm glad she gets to be Goku Black again outside the video games. And then a mysterious caped warrior appears, and he takes the Dark Dragon Balls right from Frieza and Cooler's chest. Now, this mysterious caped warrior, from what we understand, we don't know who he is yet, but it's somebody who Nozawa voices, based on the fact that in the game, when he gets hit, it's like Nozawa doing like the, the sound effects. So it could be anybody from future Gohan to another timeline Goku. I know what you're thinking. Well, future Gohan's dead. He has one arm. It could be a different timeline future Gohan. Remember, Heroes borrows things from everything, right? Or it could just be another version of Gohan or Goten or anybody. It could be anybody. It could be another Goku. I mean, who knows? But we don't know yet. But the thing is, though, Goku was down there. He did not recognize this warrior's energy. So either he's suppressing his energy or he doesn't know who he is. And that is something to think about. So Frieza attacks the Cloaked Warrior. No damage is dealt. Again, fantastic stuff here for a Heroes episode. I love the way they actually did their shots. It was very dynamic. It felt like Dragon Ball, like the good stuff. Broly and the Cloaked Warrior kind of have a confrontation, then they vanish. They go fight somewhere else. So Goku Black then shows up on the battlefield and confronts Hearts and Goku, tells them everything's fine as long as they keep fighting. And then Hearts asks if he's in alignment with Fu, which is weird because Hearts, it's almost like Hearts does not know who he is, but he has to know who Zamasu is based on the previous arc, right? Him and Zamasu have history, so that's a little bit weird. Did Zamasu never tell him about the Goku Black thing? Like, aren't they? I mean, there's supposed to be a fusion of Goku Black and Zamasu, so is there no Goku Black in that version? Don't try to figure it out. Just don't. I'm telling you, you can point out the logic holes like I am, but this is not Dragon Ball Super or Z. It's like its own thing, okay? It's just its own universe. So, Hearts gives Goku a Senzu, which he found out about by reading Goku's mind, so that's a useful tactic. And he has the 4-star Dragon Ball, and he turns out that, or he tells him that the Dragon Balls work in the copy universe the same way that they work in the regular universe. Even though the regular universe has not fully been blended in with the copy universe yet, which is what we talked about last episode review, about how the copy universe will slowly consume the time space of the main universe, which is bad. That means they have a limited amount of time. The copy universe's rules still work, including Senzu Beans and including Dragon Balls. So, interestingly enough, the Dragon Balls have not been a focal point of the Heroes anime whatsoever. So the fact that they're being brought in here to be used, hopefully as a MacGuffin or something important, I like that because this show is Dragon Ball and I miss the Dragon Balls being part of the story. They have always been used to accomplish things, but the whole hunting for them has been kind of put in the back burner. And I do wish we had a story arc where we went back to hunting for Dragon Balls, like what GT did, but probably a lot better. Not in Heroes, but maybe in the future Dragon Ball manga or Super or whatever. But it's good to have them be the focal point again. So Goku gets a Dragon Radar from Bulma's house to find the other ones. And the other one is above. They look up and there's a giant planet in space. Turns out, yes, it is planet Vegeta. How many Dragon Ball fans have been talking about what if planet Vegeta came back? What if the Saiyans got brought back? Well, we don't know if the Saiyans are all back. We do know that some Saiyans are there. Vegeta, who's been missing for a couple of episodes. We wondered last episode, where's Vegeta at? Well, he's here on planet Vegeta, his namesake. And he's there with Turles and Cumber and Mask Goku Black, who wants them to fight. So obviously, Fu and Goku Black wants them to fight for whatever reason, to entertain us, really. But the fact that planet Vegeta is back could mean King Vegeta appears in Dragon Ball Heroes. Bardock appears. We haven't seen these characters appear yet in the anime, but in the video game storylines from Heroes, they are a major focal point, especially King Vegeta, who's an absolute monster, especially Zeno masked King... Oh, no, I'm sorry. King Vegeta Zeno. Yeah, he's with the mask on. Masked Timebreaker King Vegeta, whatever. He's an absolute beast, and I have videos in the Heroes playlist discussing that. So yeah, Planet Vegeta's back. Again, these fan servicey ideas that they have that the anime, well, not the anime, but Dragon Ball Super, anime or manga, just haven't done yet, are going to get done in Heroes, and probably not as good as a full fleshed out story arc. But it is the Universe 7 Planet Vegeta, and thus we could see other Saiyans. We only see the 3 in this episode, but that does not mean there's not more elsewhere. But it's also the copy universe, so perhaps it's not there yet. This universe is like a weird hybrid of time-space, to where you have like the past, present, and the future kind of merging. It's a very kind of fifth dimensional kind of thing to think about. You gotta think about that. So, anyways, this episode was a huge step up from the last, I don't know how many episodes of Heroes, and it was enjoyable to watch. So spend your 8 minutes watching it if you want some good animation, and we'll see where the story goes. I have to give it a positive review. It's not on the level of the good actual Dragon Ball anime, like any of them, but it is better than what we've gotten so far. What do you think? Let me know in the comments your thoughts on Heroes episode 13 Big Bang Mission, and I'll talk to y'all very soon. Also, big video coming this weekend about Mirrors coming back to Dragon Ball Super.